Anyone who has heavy or big payloads to transport knows the problems. Rough terrain and geographic and climatic conditions make especially rigorous demands on the design and construction of heavy-duty trucks. KFM has developed a heavy-duty truck tractor which has proved its worth in areas of operation where especially heavy loads must be handled and long distances have to be covered. The TB600 has a maximum speed of approximately 80 kilometers per hour, carrying a gross weight of 90 tons. In on-road operation, the TB600 can even take payloads of up to 300 tons with a corresponding reduction in speed. The turbocharged diesel engine develops 485 kilowatts at a speed of 2,100 RPM on the open road, though often the roads it has to travel on are not as good as this one here. Off-road payloads of up to 130 tons are no problem for the TB600. Neither extreme climatic conditions nor sudden changes in the weather have any effect on this truck tractor, which is designed to carry heavy, cumbersome loads 1,000 kilometers and more through the most difficult terrain, on good and not so good roads. Even where there are no roads available, in the desert for example, the TB600 forges ahead, with or without a payload. Pictures that can't fail to impress anyone who has to transport heavy goods through rough countryside, especially when you see the way the TB600 takes gradients of up to 70% in its stride. Thanks to the closed hydraulic suspension system with integral shock absorbers and leveling devices, the TB600 can be kept at a constant height in either a loaded or unloaded situation. The large-sized tyres produce extremely low ground pressure, and in addition, thanks to a specially developed air regulation unit, the pressure can be adjusted between 1 and 4 bar to suit the particular surface. For instance, asphalt, gravel, mud or sand. The result? Obstacles can be absorbed and the road holding and driving stability are excellent, even when the going is tough, and that in turn helps to extend the life of the chassis. The driver has full control of his vehicle. The hydraulic power steering and the adjustable steering wheel column make it extremely maneuverable. The robust chassis frame is constructed of load-bearing welded steel tubes. The axles, one at the front and 2 at the rear, are provided with sun and planetary gears and are located by longitudinal links and a panhard rod. Differential and inter-axle locks are fitted. Drive to the front axle can be engaged as required. This special design, normally only found in 4-wheel drive vehicles, enhances the heavy-duty truck's traction in particularly treacherous conditions, such as thick mud or on sandy or icy surfaces, dangers which often at first glance are not obvious, providing extra safety for the driver and vehicle. Up front, under the short bonnet, the engine, cooling fan and the powerful 85-amp alternator, and that's all, which means that all parts are easily accessible. Large-size filters are located on both sides of the forward part of the driver's cab. Behind the cab, above the 1,500-litre fuel tank, is the radiator for the cooling system. The rope winch for rescue and loading work. Simple controls, easy to operate. The two spare wheels situated behind the driver's cab are also easy to remove. A hydraulic device swings the wheel outwards and lowers it to the ground. At the touch of a button in his cab, the driver can operate the levelling device. No matter whether loaded or unloaded, a constant ride height can be maintained. The power plant consists of a sturdy main gearbox with a manual shift constant mesh unit with integral torque converter and a transfer box. The electrically operated shift mechanism permits automatic shift of ratios 3 to 6, whereas the first two gears, which are only required on steep slopes and for smooth starts, can be shifted semi-automatically. There's no clutch pedal. This automatic shift helps to make the driver's job an easier one. At the same time, it increases the vehicle's potential for off-road applications and has the added benefit of reducing fuel consumption, making the vehicle especially economical. The average fuel consumption of 70 litres per 100 kilometres is proof of the TB600's operating economy and, in spite of its high load capacity, its cost-effective power-weight ratio. The 1,500-litre fuel tank permits a range of up to 2,000 kilometres depending on the load without refuelling, an important feature in remote districts. However, when it comes to efficiency and running costs, not only technical features and measurable values play a part. Other factors such as robustness, operational safety, power rating and availability are just as important. Engine, gearbox, frame, alternator, filter, suspension and cooling system are so dimensioned that even overloading for short periods won't affect the vehicle's capabilities. A 12-cylinder engine before assembly. And here, the gearbox. This is one of the TB600's axles. The areas of operation for this heavy-duty truck tractor are many and varied. Accessories are available to meet the exacting requirements of customers all over the world. With its Desert Lion, KFM is offering a new concept, the ultimate truck. For instance, with one of the purpose-designed semi-trailers, it can be turned into a construction site vehicle for up to 40 tons weight. The TB600, the Desert Lion, ready to meet the challenge of the desert and the open road.